I will try to answer.
Okay, cool.
Thank
Okay,
you.
yeah, cool. Okay, so who wants to start? Yusuf?
No, no, no. You. Today is first you, please.
All right, hit me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to start?
Yeah, I didn't get the question when you sent me the link.
No, no.
Yeah, yeah.
You can check in text box message
Oh,
option. Yeah, Murad already sent.
oh, does education affect a person's behavior? Why? What is it? Okay. I wouldn't chalk it down so much to education, so much as like, and this is going to sound really sad, but like class division, because like people, typically speaking, who sort of grow up in families where there has been a pre-existing notion of like education, or like, you know, I feel like that sort of determines their future. And like, you can be poor and educated, you can be rich and educated, but yeah, I mean, but that's also like dependent on your version of like what is education, right? And I think that's sort of ever changing with the way that society, like the direction that's going in. You know, you have someone like Steve Jobs who dropped out of first year university. That doesn't make him uneducated. He was the best marketer of all time. You know what I mean? So I think it's really quite subjective and relative to sort of what your idea of education is. I mean, but you know, I think people that sort of come from more, I mean, it just goes without saying, if you come from a place where you learn more and you know more, then you're probably going to behave differently than someone who like comes from like Alabama, where they like hunt alligators all day and like, you know what I mean? I think there's definitely like, it creates a division of attitude in society, for sure.
Yeah.
Hi.
Adam, hi.
Hello,
Hello, Adam. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you guys?
Yeah, we are fine. Thank you.
Good.
I'm sorry for the delay.
Okay, that's
I had,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, I am happy to see here you.
Me too. Same here.
Yeah.
Me too. It's a delight.
For me also.
Yes. Actually.
Okay, so who am I going to hit with that question? I'm going to hit Murat. I'm going to hit you with that question.
Yeah. Thank you. Actually, yeah, as you said, it's good opportunity to meet new people, and good opportunity to improve your vision. And if you open new ideas, and if you open person and open characteristics, of course you should improve yourself every place and every particularly some physical areas, not only actually internet and social platform, so abstract to improve yourself, I think. But another social platforms, class environments or university, college, and whatever. We count all of these, and especially all of these, and focus point is being social, and if you when you're getting new people, and you adjust yourself, I think that if you don't open any, or your characteristics. Maybe if you rude person, of course if you go take a PhD, that doesn't change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, first of all, if you want to change, actually, because all first place, because we know everything from parents and parents' behavior. Actually, education starts with your home, when you're born. Yeah, not only school or education. I think that.
Yeah, for sure. I think your upbringing has a huge amount to do with it. 1,000%. Depending on how like involved your parents are with your life, right? Like, and your education. But yeah.
But
Totally agree.
yes, yeah. First place for education, family, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you add?
Me?
Yeah. Did you see questions and maybe I need to
Let me
send.
take a look.
Yeah. Does education affect a person's behavior?
A person's behavior. Why? Of course it affects. Of course. Yeah, as like person's behavior is affected by our first, as you said, like parents and family, and the education at the school, the university have really a role which is as important as the family's one, So for me, yeah, when you go to school, you evolve your knowledge about the whole life in general, not only just specific topics and specific subjects, That's why it's so important. Like reading books, it improves a lot, So for me, 100% it affects.
Yeah. Okay. And last, Yusuf, what do you think?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
May I ask a question? Like, Liz, is this?
Liz, yeah. I'm not last. Liz, she also.
Okay.
No, never mind.
Yeah, Liz.
Because,
Yeah, what do you think?
yes, I think not only about the degree, about the habit people have behavior, because most of people's behavior come from their environment, not what their degree. So the behavior created where we are live and who we are communicate. So it's not only about the education, but yes, that's true. The educated person is totally different with an uneducated people. That's true. But in my perspective, environment and people who around a person have a big effect about the behavior, a person behavior. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
It's your turn, yourself.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's my turn because I'm last. It's okay. Thank you so much. So first question, obviously, education is very affectable on behavior. And if I talk about our behavior, this is very important because if I talk with someone, then he or she will guess when I talk. Then she will guess about my behavior, what kind of I'm person. I'm a good person, I'm bad person. She will guess something, not 100%, but she'll get something. But so obviously behavior, I mean, is very important. And also, if I go in school or college, in a high school like university, we will learn a lot of things like social manners. We should, I mean, how much we can do like behave with other people. Actually, our first teacher, our parents, and it's true. Obviously, it's true. But sometimes it's, I mean, in this time, every people, I mean, every parents, they are very much busy. Yeah, some I mean, mothers, they are houses, but most of the, I mean, in this time, most of the mothers, they are very like they do work, job, so that's why they can't do like give to time her daughter or son. So that's why, and special thing is education. This is very important. Yeah. So if we'll do like study and go to school, high school, college, university, then we will learn a lot of things. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah, I finish.
yeah, I noticed that so far university is important thing, but same as important thing your friends. I think that your university or your maybe high school friends actually are important as universities, I think, because you always communicate your friends and their mindsets affect you always, and not only teachers. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, being educated, it doesn't necessarily, like, the definition of education doesn't constitute an institution. It's just like where you've learned things. That is the definition of education. So, like, you know, maybe you were educated by a pack of wolves. Like, that's, you know, the sort of definitive reference to it being an industry, or like within sort of that sort of bureaucratic system is not necessarily the correct terms. Like, when I think of someone being educated, I just think of them not being obtuse, right? Someone who is open to learning more things. They didn't necessarily have to go to Harvard, but there's someone there. It's a person who, you know, is open to learning more things, and like who travels, or like if they can't travel, they, you know, they immerse themselves in different situations. That's my definition of education. But it's all, you know, fairly subjective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my nose is itchy. I keep looking like I'm picking it. I'm not picking it, I swear. It's just itchy.
Yeah. Second question: what is the reason you want to study and until you have a degree? What's the reason you want to study until you have a degree? Actually, these questions belongs to Yusuf.
Yeah.
Yusuf.
No, why me?
Yeah, you said. Yes.
We are learning English also. We can answer these questions.
No, please, you first. You first. Then I will answer. I will answer last.
No, just turn.
And
Adam, yeah. Do you want to continue?
hey, listen, wait. I didn't choose. It's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I choose Katia.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. So I'm doing the next one. So why did I go to university? So my stepmom is a dean of the university, and my dad is a retired professor, and my mom owns a music school. So I was always surrounded by education, like in a very academic capacity. So I did that. So yeah. Is it necessary for all fields? No. Depends what you're doing. You know, the highest ranking lawyer I know faked his degree. I'm not suggesting that's a good idea, but what I'm saying is, you know, if you're not going into being a doctor or like a psychiatrist, there's certain fields where, like, yes, absolutely, you need to leverage yourself through the sort of process of academia. But like if you're going into like marketing, advertising, especially, all the information is there at your fingertips. If you're smart enough, you can learn it yourself. You don't need an institution to tell you what to do. You just don't.
Yeah.
And especially as like I come from Canada, where like, I was in university 11 years ago. Each semester cost like $10,000 for a semester. That's 3 months of school 10 years ago. That's insane. So it's an industry, it's an institution, and like all that shit, trust me, all my parents are educators. You can learn it all online. Or just like, make friends with the professor and, but of course, if you're, going into law or like, like being a doctor, those sort of more, or like engineering, for example, like would I trust someone as an engineer to, work with me on the architectural design of my house if they didn't have their degree? Absolutely not. But that's a completely different story in itself. Those are like very specific professional programs where like, yes, you want them to have those credentials. But most things are, beyond, like not beyond, but like they're not theoretical and academic to the point where you actually have to have like all the numbers adding up. It's like, that's not like an advertiser, for example, Steve Jobs. He dropped out of first year university. I mean, look what he did.
Yeah, Bill Gates.
Yeah, Bill Gates too. Yeah, Elon Musk, all these guys. And I'm not saying that that's the way, but for certain industries, no. You don't need to finish. You don't need to finish it. And I would never judge someone for that either. But I might judge my doctor if like he dropped out of first year at university, was like about to do a surgery on me. I'd be like, wait, what are your credentials? That's crazy.
And
Don't you think that they are like exceptions, like Bill Gates and that other guy? Don't you think that like, they have a good luck? They have.
That's not luck. They were just they went into an industry where you don't need to be saving someone's life. Number one, and number two, they just sort of they did their own math. They did their own. I don't think that's luck at all. There are certain industries where you don't have to finish university. There are certain industries where you have to finish university. And I'm sorry, but starting a tech company is not an industry where you have to do that. You can source talent. If you're a really good marketer and you have a really good idea and you have a little bit of money to spend, you can source like, okay, so I want you to do my product engineering, this and that. They're not building bridges. They're not saving lives. They were building computers. So like, what's the risk for humanity? None. And yet they completely changed humanity and they created globalization on a completely technological level.
What I mean, like, don't they need a start point? They don't have money to start their own business. That's why I think like they need to get a job first, to get hired in a company or in an industry to get enough money to start their own works.
Well, yeah, business. Obviously you have your side job, but you work while you work. You just do it at the same time. It's nonstop, I think I think any entrepreneur can say that. It's like, oh, like, did you have a side job where you were being an entrepreneur? Like, yeah, like they take that money and then they invest it in their own thing. Like simultaneous. Sorry.
Yeah, I got you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Katya, did you say, or you said 11 years ago, you were in university, and where you continue master or PhD academic education?
No, I lied my way into my first tech job. I pretended I had my master's, and because I was smart and because they recognized my last name, they believed me. And then by the time they realized that I was lying, they didn't give a shit because I already was doing well at my job and I was smart. Like, but that's a totally different thing. That was a tech marketing music job. It's not like I was applying to be a doctor, So you can get away with that kind of stuff. You can get away with being smart and not having finished your master's degree in certain industries and still kill it. But like, if I wanted to be an engineer, would I do that? No. If I wanted to be a lawyer, probably not. Doctor? No. You know, like, but that wasn't the industry that I went into. So.
Yeah. Actually, what's your study? What was your study?
Business and arts first, then business. Yeah.
Okay, and that.
So you are a businesswoman, am I right?
Sometimes.
You are a businesswoman,
Sometimes.
Katia. I mean, you will be or you are still?
I said sometimes.
Sometimes. Cool.
And
yeah, business is very good.
Pardon me?
I'm saying that business is very good.
Yeah.
Than job. Business is very good. It's my personal opinion. Because I love.
Yeah, Yusuf, can you try to say some entrepreneur, being entrepreneur, or
sorry, the feedback is really bad. I'm trying to listen. But yeah, no, I mean, like, I guess business in general, like there's so many levels, right? But I guess the ultimate goal in business is to make money. I would say that's probably the ultimate broad definition. So yeah, sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. Depends.
If I talk about business, yeah, in business sometimes you will get profit, you will lose. It's a rules of business. I think you know, because you are a businesswoman. I'm not. But sometimes I did business because my father he's a businessman, so yeah, I have a lot of ideas about business.
What did you go to school for?
I'm sorry, what?
What did you go to school for? Did you go to school for business?
No. Actually, if I talk about my father, he's very much busy, and when I feel free, I should go. I need to go in shop, then I go, and I did tackle. Support to my father sometimes.
But did you?
That's why I have some.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, please say.
No. Go ahead. Finish. It was my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, it's okay. Actually, sometimes because I was taught every people should learn ideas, everything, some ideas like if you never go, if you don't want to go in others country, I didn't mean it like so. That's why how I can say, if I talk about me, if I will I don't want to go abroad. I am never ever. Okay, so that means I will. This is not like truly. I'm just saying, just for like understand.
Hypothetically. Yeah. For someone else.
Okay. I'm saying, for example, very easily. Okay. I cook. I eat every day, and 3 times. So should I like how I can say? Should I learn cook or not? What do you think? I have a wife. Okay, I have a wife, and she do always she do cook for me.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Should I learn cook? I have already a wife. She always do cook for me. So should I learn cook?
One of the most important lessons I ever heard, that I ever learned, was my very first big girl job. And I remember one of the agents that worked there said to me, "Kat, you can't rely on anyone for anything." He's just like, it doesn't matter how much you love them, how much you know them. He's just like, at the end of the day, if you're fucked, you're fucked. So I sort of have this mentality where I just, I've made a point of trying to. I'm not a master at anything, but I know how to cook. I know how to live alone. I know how to do a bunch of random shit because, at the end of the day, the only person you have to rely on is yourself. So yes, I think you should learn how to cook.
Okay, I want to say one thing. I'm sorry for interfere. I think this is a very, very hard thing in the world. Like when a person trying to live alone, this is very, very hard thing.
Really?
I think, yeah, obviously.
I prefer
I mean, okay. No, actually, I didn't mean, but I just want to say that if you don't do one thing, but you should take ideas about that thing.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it
exactly.
makes life more interesting too. It's like, it's fun. You have people over and you're like, oh, I'm doing Peruvian tonight. They're like, what? You know Peruvian? And it's like, yes, I do. Because
Yeah, Adam.
I learned that. And it just makes life a little bit more like eclectic and like interesting, I think.
Oh, okay. Adam, are you okay? You look very tense. What happened?
Me? I'm okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you. Oh, okay. Did you take your dinner or not yet?
Not yet, but I'm okay with that.
Oh, okay. If you want, then I can.
How do you know? How do you know that I'm not
I can-
okay?
I can see. I can
Do
see
I
on your
look sad?
face.
You see it in
I
your
can see on your
eyes,
face.
right
Yes,
in your
you do.
face.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
okay.
you are looking very, very tense.
No,
Hey, Murad, I hope you can see that someone is text in our group. You all is still there, guys. I hope. Yeah. So, let's come to the point. So, I think, should I say about second topic? So, does having a degree make it easier for you to take a job? Oh no, this is not. This is third topic. Sorry. Actually, what the reason you want to study until you have a degree? Actually, first of all, this is like degree is like a session, and if I will do finish this session, then I will get a degree, and if I have a degree, it's will be very very helpful for me. I guess like for if I want to get job, then it will be very helpful for me, and yeah, that's it. I don't have still any degree, so that's why I don't have any experience. So that's why I want to skip the topic.
no, it's okay. You don't need a degree to live.
But I have some degrees, like not a education purpose, others think.
Okay, Yusuf. Like as you told us before, like you are an athlete. Am I right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have certificate.
Isn't it profitable in your country? Like if you focus on that.
Yeah, being an engineer. You mean?
No,
You take
athlete.
your
Like,
hand on my heart. You know what? I feel very pain because this question is very painful for me. Okay, to be honest, if I talk about others country, for an athlete, I mean, any sports, this is very beneficial for him. But in my country, just cricket or football. I hope you know football and cricket. This is very beneficial for any athlete. But if I talk about others sports, it's not much beneficial. Like, to be honest, okay. And I request you, like Murad, please, when you will do upload in the YouTube, please skip this line, okay? I mean this. So actually, in my country, yeah, I'm a national athlete, but still, I buy my skate, my personal money. I hope you understand.
got you.
And
Yusuf,
yeah,
but
and
Yusuf, I have to say, just this live stream, and I couldn't cut. Okay.
okay, it's okay.
Yes,
Because
I can do
our
it.
teacher, he will. I think, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Actually, if I talk about when a skater, when a player will go in other side, then it will be some beneficial. I mean, some benefit. Like he will get some money, so he will get some award. He will get some like certificate, something like that. But if I talk about just in our country, yeah, it's normal. Like it's not much because our country now is still upgrading. And if I talk about skating, this is very special game. yeah, I mean for me, because before, to be honest, I never didn't any play, I mean any game like cricket. I can't do play cricket still, to be honest. And video games I didn't play before, but I just play in computer like 2 years ago sometimes, because I told you I was like 5 years. Yeah, it was 2006 to 2011. And I was in boarding, and it's a religious school kind of like that. I don't know. I think Adam, you will understand. Like, I mean, if I talk about like Quran, Holy Quran, do you know Holy Quran? Katya,
Yeah,
do you
of
know?
course.
Yes, I
Oh,
do.
okay, okay. So
I don't
in
live
that
under a rock, believe it or not.
okay, so that institute, it's like a body school, like boarding, like this. And we all student like when to go for 2 years, 5 years, and we all student just come back in our home just one time in 2 months, in 5 months, and sometimes in 1 year. Okay. um at least up to me, up to that others people. If we want, then we can come back in our home just one time in a month. So that's why I I spare time like 5 years. Then I come back in general school. I mean, then I started to school, so that's why I lost my 5 years. Actually, I didn't lost. I learned Holy Quran, and before I told you like I can read without see. I mean by heart, half, more than half. Yeah.
Okay.
And haven't
Guys,
you
yeah,
thought
guys.
about
By the way, I'm sorry, Adam.
go?
Yeah. By the way, you know, yeah. Do you know Thais when Yusuf talking and telling something, and he mentioned almost everything. Just
More
and
details, in details.
woman and a lot of things. Okay,
No, actually,
just keep
actually,
basic
when
and simple, just simple.
no, actually, this is very important. Like, I
Yeah,
think because I know that I'm
yeah,
not a,
we
like
know you are
good speaker.
complicated person and
I'm
you are smart person, but you
no,
don't
I'm
need the
not smart.
proof here. Okay,
I'm not smart. I'm not a good speaker like Katya, like Adam, like you. I'm still learning. You know that. So that's why I'm trying to improving my speaking skills. And I always try to take something from you, Adam, Katya, and also Aliona. Sorry, Alona.
Yeah,
But I don't know why she didn't join us today.
she probably was busy.
busy,
She
busy.
Yeah, she has. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
probably
a
has
housewife.
a job.
she's busy. Some academical works she need to do.
Yeah,
Like,
Katya, can I ask you one question? I think
sure,
some
shoot.
sure. It's some. I mean, Adam, he's single, but Murad, he have a daughter. I mean, son, two son. Am I right? I saw. I mean, I visit
yes,
your ID Instagram.
yeah.
And also Adam, you looking both very attractive. Good. I mean, like very educated person. Oh my gosh. Oh, cool. Okay. My question is, Adam and me, we are unmarried. But hey, Adam, are you married? I don't think so.
How? Yeah, it's a mysterious. Yeah. I'm single. I'm
Serious.
single.
Yeah, you are.
I'm
I
single.
think yeah, because you are just 24, and I'm 1 year younger than you. It's okay. We'll get soon, married very soon. Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't be sad. Oh, sorry. I'm just kidding. So my question is, Katya, are you? I hope you got the question. Are
No,
you?
I'm not. And I'm perfectly happy not being married. I like my life, you know?
Murad, look at on face. I mean, I'm talking about Adam. He's very angry. Oh my
Yusuf,
gosh.
yeah, Yusuf, please.
Come on, no.
Yusuf, please.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah,
dude.
okay,
Actually,
Yusuf.
no, Adam,
Yusuf, please
he's
choose a
looking very
person to
tense.
talk. Yeah, Yusuf, please.
You.
Yeah, me. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
What is the reason you want to study until you have a degree? Yeah, you said before, and in here, some country, when you start a good point, and you must get degree and engineering degree. Actually, not everyone has ability and opportunity like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg, because it depends on a lot of things. I think that first of all of these things become popular. When becoming internet popular in 1919s, when internet becoming popular, yeah, and you will be somebody without any title. You become a somebody too fast way thanks to internet. And also Elon Musk, same way, but he graduated to university. If I am not wrong.
He dropped out. He dropped out of Queens.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
No, he did. I know that for a fact. My girl worked for him. Like he dropped.
Elon Musk, I think that also physics and maybe some business title he got. And mostly and ordinarily maybe 19% you should a degree. I think that it will be better. Of course it depends of you.
I think 90 is a real stretch. 90 is an insane stretch when you consider like I said, Elon Musk dropped out. Steve Jobs dropped out. Okay. I'm not saying that that's like the road to success, but to say that, 90%, that's insane. And I know that. My parents are educators and they're very good educators. So it's not like I haven't seen both sides of the spectrum, and I completely disagree with you. 90% is insane.
Mm-hmm.
I would say maybe like 35%, because you have doctors, lawyers, professionals that actually really, truly, they really need that degree to be successful in life. But the rest of them, no, absolutely not. They actually make it explicitly clear on Facebook, on their hiring procedurals. You do not need a degree. As long as you know what you're doing, we will look at your resume. Like they actually put that on their hiring procedural. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think times have definitely changed beyond that.
Yeah.
Times
changed, yeah.
But maybe back 30 years ago, but no, I don't think now. Yeah. But that's just me, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Adam, what about you?
The question is, why do I need to...
Yeah, what is the reason you want to study until
you want to study? What's the reason you want to study until?
And by the way, Rolling Ale,
okay.
Welcome.
Hello.
Okay, some silence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here. Okay. Adam.
Yeah, for me, as a normal person, I have my dreams and I have a plan, and I've been trying to fulfill my dream, to meet my target. As a civil engineer, my aim is to continue my studies in England, to get a job there, and to maybe to live there. I don't know. So to get a good job, to enjoy my profession. This is my biggest dream, to make money, of course. It's so important in our last days, in our life, really. It's so important.
Freedom.
Yeah, so it's so important for me to get a degree. As Katia said, there are some professions that they need a certified paper, which like shows that you are skillful enough to get a job, to work in this special field in the real life. That's why it's so important for me to get a high level education. It's my dream to get a master degree. I had a master degree I've got, but I need some more a master degree. That's why I'm trying my best to go there. Yeah.
And but for your field, like you would have to. Right?
Yeah, of course.
It's like I would never trust someone to build a bridge if they didn't
Yeah, of course.
When you're talking about things that are more like like tech or like arts or like stuff like that, like you can kind of like, your life is not on the line. I think that's the ultimate difference between all of the industries. And then they're like, if it's like your life or your integrity that's on the line, then it becomes very, 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 very different. And that's why like having that degree is so integral. Like you're a doctor or you're an engineer, it's like, okay, well, if you fuck up that bridge, someone's going to die. You're going to go to jail. A lot of people are going to be really angry. But, if it's something else, it's like, okay, well, that's annoying, but, you move on. You shed the skin and you redo your thing. So, yeah, I think in your industry that obviously makes sense.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And actually, I'm with you, Summer, because I've come across a lot of people that they don't have any level degree of education, and they can make a lot of money, just business or something else.
Well, everything's so accessible too. Self-education is a very, very real thing. Everything is on the internet. Everything.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like, people's lives, obviously theoretical training is, you have to have it. And I completely agree with that. I would never trust a doctor that was like a self-made doctor. It's like, oh yeah, I never went to school. I'd be like, like, no, thanks.
Yeah.
But that's it,
Adam, I have a question for you. By the way, are you searching some scholarship program in England?
Actually, my friend is there, and I had asked him, and he said, like, it's so difficult, but even it's impossible to get a 100% scholarship. So I'm going to have to pay maybe $9,000 a semester there, which is so expensive. I cannot afford that right now. That's why I'm looking forward to have a job, to save money and to go there. It won't stop me then.
Maybe you think go to Canada?
Even more expensive there to get an engineering degree than.
Actually, like as a Lebanese country, we as the second language is French here. Like I had actually a scholarship to go to Montreal. They speak French there, and my friends are there, but my French is really bad. I cannot speak properly. That's why I'm learning English. Yeah.
Canada's not cheap, by the way. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know where you got that idea, but over 10 years ago, I was paying like $10,000 a semester, and I was in the cheap program. Like, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no
I get, but
Yeah.
England, England, I think, for me, of course, some expensive than other countries.
No, it's about the same.
Yeah.
When it comes to education, you're not lucking out going to Canada, like at all. Like it's pretty expensive.
Even in the USA, I think.
Well, yeah, it's the same. I would say like Canada, the US, like England, it's you're going to be paying the same amount of money probably.
Yeah, and I sometimes think like if I'm gonna spend maybe, let us say, $20,000, how many years should I work to get $20,000?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a challenge. It's a dream. I should try my best, and these obstacles won't put me off. I don't know. What do you think, Katya? I'm against, like, it's not against.
You've chosen an industry where you have no other choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it would be one thing if you were like a really amazing musician and you had connections and you were really good at what you did, so then you don't have to go to Berkeley. But that's not what you chose to do. You're an engineer. And, I'm like, maybe this is the old school in me talking, but when it comes to like those kind of jobs, like, yeah, you want to go to the best school and you want to get the best degree, and like that shit costs a lot of money. I mean, there's no sugarcoating it. So, but I guess the payoff is decent, right? Civil engineering, you make a decent amount of money, but yeah, that's like it costs. I mean, I want to be like, yeah, just like don't go to school, but like that's not the reality. When it comes to like law, engineering, anything that involves people's lives, you can't beat around the bush. You can't fuck around. In my opinion. So I guess you're screwed. We'll dedicate a bridge to you though after you build it.
Yeah, of course. I'll be the first one.
Yeah. No, but I think, there has to be some joy in the training. I think in order to do engineering, you'd have to be like sort of someone with an academic mindset. So it can't be that bad, but yeah, it's expensive. But what you could maybe do as well, they have sort of, what's it called? Not internships, but like co-ops, where like you're working while you're doing. So I think you should look into that and see if there's like opportunities like that, where you're taking the course, but you're also contributing to a cause, and therefore they reduce your tuition fee.
Yeah. I thought about that.
Yeah. Because I know there's like my brother went to school for combat engineering. He was like detonating bombs underwater, so it was crazy. And his entire tuition was paid for. He didn't pay a dime. In fact, he got paid to go to university. He was a colonel, and then once he was allowed to leave, he finally left. That's the only stipulation, is that they indoctrinate you into whatever it is that you're doing, and you are bound to them. But you come out with all this. You can do anything you want after that, and you get paid for it.
Yeah.
You could look into RMC, Royal Military College of Canada. They do that, but you would have to work for the military for like 7 or 8 years or something. I don't know, but like part of that is your schooling, and you get paid for it. So it's like,
Is it allowable for foreign people? I don't think so.
Pardon me?
Isn't allowable for foreign people?
Would they accept foreign people?
No, like in this colleague that you mentioned it right now.
Yeah.
We have to work for the military.
Yeah, you get free education. So that's the trade-off, right? Is you're indebted to them, but you also get paid. And they fly you all over the world, but it's like, and it's not dangerous as long as there's not like a war going on. Like,
yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe Adam, when you go to abroad, some like United States or maybe England, and you can find the opportunity to work in maybe mall shop or some basic jobs, and actually maybe when you're doing that job, you can get maybe 10 hour $10 to maybe $15 per hour. And actually, my friend and just told me and what was doing in United States in shopping mall. And yeah, actually, you can find the basic opportunity to make money in those countries, but actually we can find any opportunity in my country because of some currency, and also because of, and maybe other countries, when you work especially physical works, you can get what you deserve. Yeah, you can get, but in here, I'm saying in Turkey, for example, you can't get you deserve money.
Yeah. Well, you guys don't have minimum wage caps.
Mhm.
Like that's like in Western countries, like that's the fundamental difference is that they have like legally you can't like do certain jobs and get paid like you have to be getting paid at least adequately enough to survive. But
Yeah, maybe and maybe second jobs. I'm saying, for example, mesela, a car repairing is maybe you can earn some good money by car repairing in United States, but not in Turkey or Liverpool.
yeah.
Can you get the idea?
Yeah.
First of all, I think that first of all you find something to get money, then you find another opportunities. I think
Yeah.
because those countries, when I when I heard others, you can get what you deserve actually, just all. But I haven't any experience those countries.
Well, it's relative. Like you can get jobs, but then you're paying like $3,000 a month for a one bedroom apartment, right? So everything's relative to the economy. That's what I found everywhere I've gone. Every single country I've ever visited, it's the same thing. Everything is within that country is relative to the economy. It's like, yeah, sure, you can get like a job doing car repairs and all that kind of shit, and it's just like, oh yeah, but like my rent costs $3,000 a month. So that's where actually I think the best option is you get a job in a Western, like, you know, America or Canada company, then you live somewhere where the rent is cheap and the living is cheap. That's the best way of life. That's the way to do
Of
it.
course. Okay, yeah.
You know?
In order, yeah, just to reach a minimum level of social living, if I can say that, then you can change whatever you want. You need to you need to reach a minimum level, then you can do whatever you want. And to reach this level, you should, as Katya said, you should try to find the cheaper way of living.
Yeah. Actually, I forget, almost forget. Just we give us much examples like Steve Jobs or whatever. And now, for example, Nusret, you know Nusret. Do you know Nusret? Just butcher. Just he's a butcher now. He is now very popular in social media. Nusret.
Moose, can you type it? I feel like there's like I should know this because but like it goes without saying, if you're working for a Western company where the economy is good, but you're living in a shitty, not shitty, but like poor country, inevitably you're going to be living like a king, you know? Like, it's very simple. And that's the beauty of globalization. And especially, I mean, COVID is awful. It's killed so many people, but like, think of all the opportunities it's created as well in a technological. Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know him.
Yeah.
I know him. He's very popular. Like this is style.
Yeah. I wouldn't put him on the same level as Elon Musk, though. I mean, what does he really do?
Yeah,
Like,
of course. But
like, not that I like Elon Musk, but I mean, you know.
yeah, but he's doing some basic job, like before, as we saying, just car repairing something or else.
Yeah.
But he succeed and actually, indeed, yeah, succeed.
Yeah.
He's not educated, not college educated.
But he's probably socially educated. And for me, that's education is not about how many degrees you have or like any of that kind of shit. It's like, it's a social thing. Like, who are you surrounded by? Like, how much you read, you know? Like, everything is so accessible. If I wanted to have a PhD, like the same amount of like knowledge as someone with a PhD, I could go and I could do that for free as long as I knew what I was doing. Of course, the beauty of like structured education is you have someone who's already done it, so they're teaching you how to do it again. Educating yourself by yourself is not easy, but it's entirely within the realm of possibility, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that mindset growing is too much important, and somehow or you need to improve your mindset.
Maybe we could all do that.
Yeah.
The world would be a better place.
Actually, and last question, just already we were talking on it, and if you want to say something for last question, does having a degree make it easier for you to get a job?
I feel like we've already answered that.
Yeah, we already answered. And we already talked.
Yeah.
Actually. Sabri, hello.
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 Hi.
You arrive end of lesson.
Like we were literally like hanging up.
Oh, sorry, I've been busy and I just lost track.
Can we see you, Sabri? Because we see you since so much. We haven't seen you.
It's been a
Yeah,
while.
it has been ages. Actually, so
Yeah,
really we
yeah,
are
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about businesses and money. So I think it's an interesting topic for you.
Yeah, and Katya.
Absolutely.
I introduced
Yeah, but
to you. If you want, Sabri.
okay.
Yeah, Sabri is like a businessman.
Oh yeah?
And
Sounds fun.
yeah, he making money from money.
Oh yeah. He's balling out of control.
Yeah, that's all. My introduce.
He's a real baller. Hi. Lovely. Nice to meet you. Gotta do that hustle, right? I like a hustler. Hustle the good hustle.
Okay, Sabri, your turn, please. You introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we are listening.
I wish I could have come in sooner, but then I had a lot to do. So yeah.
Yeah, your voice coming with noise. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I think it's my network. It's a bit acting up because I can't get you guys also clearly. You're cutting.
Yeah, better. Yeah, now better. It's better.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we hear.
Okay. So where do you need my input?
No, no. Just and you don't meet the Katya before?
Sorry, come up. I think it's my network, guys, because I can't get you like clearly what everyone is saying.
Yeah, most likely.
Now I think it's clear, better than before.
Okay. Would you just
Yeah, what? Sorry. Oh, we are suffering. Sabri, I think you have some network issue.
Yeah, some internet connection problems.
Yeah, actually, guys, if you want, we can finish tonight. And thank you all.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
I
Thank you
hope
so
you
much.
enjoyed this session.
Always. Yes, darlings.
Yeah, I
Cheers.
see.
Cheers.
But Katya, you take yourself.
What?
You take yourself. Just you take yourself and you behave yourself good. How can I say well or?
I'll take care. You
Yeah.
guys
Treat
too.
yourself.
Yeah. By
Ciao,
the way,
ciao, everybody.
yeah, your cat.
Mwah. Mwah.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Okay. Bye.